Mastery one, so I'm trying to get the haste one now.
I'm hoping the essence drops off him too.
Yeah, that purified life essence would be nice.
You think we'll need two flasks tonight, or will one cut it?
We'll see.
Alright, showing up.
Is Oculus AFK? Chris?
I just texted him.
I don't think we have enough priests.
Well, we are missing Kren.
So we're not missing much. Well, that's way more fun when he's actually here.
Are we supposed to invent?
Silly.
Wait, are we switching to vent?
No.
Oh, I see.
I would point out, since when has holy been the decisive factor in nearly any rating decision?
Twiz, thank you for the salad, and here's 1,000 gold.
I could have given it to you at a crafting price.
That's cool. You gotta make your gold.
Okay, who isn't here? Who needs to summon?
I'm
Blood
flying,
mana
but I'm
justice.
not there yet.
Okay, let's summon the people that aren't here. We'll figure out. I think Oculus is just AFK. Lodge, you here?
I am in the zone.
Are they all holy?
Yeah, there's no other healing spec. You have to be skillful to play Disc.
Ooh, that sounds like a burn.
Oh, that
And
was
even
not
then,
nice.
it doesn't put out enough to be worth it.
Yeah, I've tested it. It just doesn't do enough. You run out of mana too fast. The values aren't correct.
Broken for PvP purposes.
Just downrank, save that mana, bruh.
Is there somebody in the raid next to me by the stone? Or did everybody just... Oh, Brash is here. Brash, you on...
I'm here too.
Cool. Okay, let me summon.
Thank you.
Is that everybody, Joel?
Anybody still need a summon?
Yeah,
I do.
Use one.
I lost something in my bank and I can't.
Twiz
find
and Kleb, and who was the third?
Day is the third.
Cool. Summoning Kleb.
Can Can you throw me another one? It bugged and didn't
Sure.
go.
You're too kind. So, do we know where the purified essence drops for the Nightfallen quest?
Probably
It's-
last boss. Oh, where's the purified essence? I don't have that quest. Oh, that must be of Xavier something. Anybody still need a summon? I think that's everybody. We don't have a warlock, so
Yeah, he just can't do Monday nights, Joel, but he's good for the rest of the days.
that's fine. No, it's no. Looks like Crane might be. Is anybody else? Twiz is still outside. Okay. We've got 6. Is that Crane? Cool. Okay, let's summon Crane and then we'll start this going.
Hey
Good.
guys.
Crane passing the fuck out.
She's got 5 healers. Probably get Oculus at some stage.
I'm looking at 6.
No. Twiz isn't heals.
Ah, he's in disguise.
Who just joined? Okay, Crane's here. Okay, let's zone in. Bella decided to go priest and we encouraged her because we thought we'd have Ruler as a holy pally and other holy pallies. Now we lost holy pallies.
Ren.
What?
You can do it. Have you ever healed?
He doesn't know what to do.
Spam flashlight more.
We're
I-
talking about holy or ret.
Oh, listen to you.
I know, right? Don't worry, I'll die first. What's this thing? Blech.
Okay, we got 21 people. We got enough. Is Sporty? Are you inside? Sports?
Yeah, I've been in the
Okay,
boss room
cool.
because I was like, do I just jump into this thing? And then I did, and here I am. So I've been here the whole time.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Okay, so this let's do the trash here, and then is Endlessly in Van?
Yep.
What's the significance of your new name?
It was my name, the name I had on Wormrest Accord, and when I transferred, it wasn't available on Dragonblight. But then I found it on Fenris, so I was like, hell yeah.
Cool. Because showed you had signed up twice for the raid on both names. It was a little weird. Okay, Lodge, you with us?
Yep.
Koho will be joining us. He's making his way home. Okay, let's start clearing trash. We've got 5 heals, should be enough for 21. They're scared of us.
That doesn't feel good.
Twiz, are you spec? Yeah, you spec DPS. I'll take the one over here. There's a third one, yeah.
Where's the skull?
So who's looking forward to the changes tomorrow?
I am.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not.
Not even slightly.
I'm getting a lot of lag. Is anybody else?
Nope.
It's just sort of stuttering.
Every warlock in existence is looking forward to the changes tomorrow.
It's bittersweet. I lose my dispersion as a DPS cooldown, but mine Seer will do something.
No, 150% of nothing is still nothing.
It's the additional insanity generation that I look forward to.
Still not going to do damage, though.
And they nerfed, holy AoE. I won't be able to top damage as a healer anymore.
They nerfed Holy Nova?
Yep.
Oh, I love Holy Nova.
I like seeing you third in the healing meters, Joel.
Jeez.
Probably won't be tomorrow.
Well,
Ooh.
Look at
What was
that
that?
pretty little line of Guardian Spirit.
That was the don't stack up, and everyone was still stacked.
I need to restart my client. My game's chugging. Though I probably can't at the moment.
I assume we should run back.
I'd wait for everybody to die.
No, I got this.
I want my money back, Twiz.
Or did you buy a 5-stack?
Yeah. I figured we're going to wipe a lot.
Start moving in, guys. Come on.
somehow this doesn't feel safe.
We spread?
Spread out and you'll be fine.
That's much better.
Stay spread out.
How's your graphics card performing, Brash? It's just like now suddenly my graphics card is chugging. It's just my
I had
frame
that
rate
problem yesterday when we were
4
in
frames a
dungeon.
second. Let me. Me too. Yeah, it's set at 10. I mean, I've got a GTX 1070, which should be able to be.
That sounds decent enough for WoW.
Oh, you should be running that in Ultra. Easy.
Yeah, but WoW isn't just a matter of graphics card either.
It's a little more processor.
And I've got a 660 Skylake processor, which is pretty decent.
Is it the unlocked or the non-unlocked?
Unlocked.
Get away from the boss.
Okay, you're fine then. What's your RAM at?
16 gig. No, it's normally fine. It's just I might have to restart my computer. It's stuck. Now it's stuck fine. It's just when we had all the mobs, it was just.
That was weird.
Go ahead and restart.
Ultra
Go ahead.
to giant ass monitors.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read.
Let me restart my computer.
There are going to be lots of ads in this fight.
Yeah. No, I mean, when we did it last time, it was perfectly fine. It's just somehow now. Okay, restart my computer.
All right. So to cancel out all this ongoing, when you kill the boss, the room changes. You loot the essence off the ground later.
As long as somebody reminds us to come back later and do it.
Are a lot of nerfs going out tomorrow?
Nerfs, buffs, mostly buffs.
Nerfs to Shadow Priests and Demon Hunters.
I don't really look that stuff up, but anything with shamans?
Some of the nerfs to us won't even matter. Is the Shadow Form update going in tomorrow?
I think that's 7.1.
Damn. Because that's
Yeah, it's not
technically
listed
a
in the
buff,
buffs.
even if it's a small one.
Shaman, mostly elemental buffs.
Oh, they made it.
I was amused by the Frost and Arcane buffs on Mage. Literally no changes to fire, just...
Well, they're making all mages like fire.
But that means I can't make fun of Valis very much anymore.
You'll still be able to make fun of Valis. Don't worry about it. Okay. That's a little better. It was giving like 21, and now it's like 97. Okay. Everybody, let's give... So we saw a little bit of the fight last time. Let me just sort of go through it. I watched some videos. I think we're going to do it. If need be, we might watch a video together. But so let's go through the mechanics again. So this is a little bit like Cho'Gall, if people remember. So we're going to have a corruption bar, and your corruption bar fills up, and ideally, for the most part, you'd like to keep it as low as possible. Now, when it's at 33%, 66%, and 100%, different things happen. So at 33%, you're going to once you get to 33%, you're going to summon an ad, and the ad does a lot of damage. It does AOE pulse. I think everybody can see it, and if we get those ads spawning when people have 33% corruption, we need to kill those ads. When you get to 66% corruption, you're going to spawn void zones that only you can see. And you want to basically dodge the void zones, because if you stand in the void zones, you're going to take damage, and I think it also gives you additional corruption. If you get 100% corruption, you're going to get mind controlled. However, for 20 seconds before you get mind controlled, you're going to be able to you get a buff that allows you to do 200% or 300% damage. Anyway, a significant amount of damage, but then after 20 seconds, you get mind controlled. And then we're going to kill you. We're going to have to kill you, and you're going to do lots of damage to the raid. So if right at the end of the fight, people get, a full corruption, and then they do lots of damage on the boss, that's probably not the worst thing. But for most of the fight, you want to avoid getting corruption as much as possible. However, there is one other mechanic that we saw. So the other important thing that people need to pay attention, and there's lots of stuff going on, so we're not going to be able to call it out, is at 95% health and at 60% health, half the raid is going to go into the dream phase, and you're going to have a buff. I forget exactly what it's called, but you're going to basically be sleeping, be dreaming. And actually, if you look, you'll see you've got in the main phase, you've got your body sort of sleeping on the ground, and there'll be like a mirror of yourself that you'll be sleeping. And from what I've read, is at 95%, half the raid will go into the dream phase, and at 60%, it's the other half. So it will be exactly the people that didn't go dreaming at 95 will be dreaming at 60. Now, the cool thing about in the second phase is that any corruption you take. So when you go into the dream phase, you're going to have a timer, a cooldown that lasts 3 minutes, and after 3 minutes, you'll be removed from the dream phase. The other ways of getting removed from the dream phase is either you die, or if your corruption bar gets to full. However, when you come out of the dream phase, your corruption gets reset back to 0. So that's sort of the cool thing, is that all the abilities that give corruption should be handled by the people that are in the dream phase. And the people that aren't in the dream phase should do everything they can to avoid taking corruption. Now, the boss has 3 phases. Phase 1 is from 95 to 60 or 65. Phase 2 is from 65 to 30, and then phase 3 is from 30 to 0. Phase 3 is mostly a burn phase. So let's go through the abilities in phase 1. So phase 1, the boss is going to be tanked, and it's going to put a stacking debuff on the tank. The tank who's tanking him will be the tank that's not dreaming. Now, the thing is, it puts a stacking debuff that does a dot. However, that can be dispelled. However, the person who dispels the tank will get corruption. So we want to make sure that the person that dispels is one of the healers that's in the dream phase. Also, you don't want to dispel too soon, because you don't need to get your corruption up that high. So the suggestion is that you dispel at 3 stacks. I know we don't have Voodoo or Oculus currently in the raid, so you guys are going to have to figure out among yourselves who's in the dream phase and who's going to be dispelling on the tank, because we don't need everybody to be dispelling, and you just need to watch for the tank to get to 3 stacks of the debuff before dispelling. The other tank that is dreaming in phase 1 will pick up the big adds that spawn. Now, the big adds that spawn have a frontal cone attack, which gives corruption, which should only hit the tank. Now, the big adds that spawn also do an AoE pulse nearby them, and that also gives corruption. So when the big add is up, all the range should switch to the big add, and melee that are in the dream phase should switch to the big add. Melee that are still out of the dream phase should stay on the boss, because if you're on the add, you're going to get corruption from being on the big add. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The other thing is that what happens in phase 1 is there's an AoE pulse, and there's no reason the raid should be somewhat loosely spread out. Also, what's going to happen is people in the dream phase will cause an add to spawn. That add can't be killed, it can't be DPS'd. However, when it gets to somebody, it's going to explode and give them corruption. So if you see these ads that are fixated on people, if you're a range caster, or a healer and you're in the dream phase in phase 1, you want to intercept those ads so that you get the corruption. And it shouldn't just be one person getting all of them. It should be everybody, all the range casters in the dream phase sort of intercepting those ads so that the people who get fixated don't get corruption. So that's basically phase 1. Phase 1 is about handling the things, intercepting the corruptions, DPSing the big ad, all range, a little bit away, and the melee that have the sleep debuff in the dream phase. Phase 2 starts at 65%. Now, hopefully, if the DPS is sufficiently high, we'll still have people in the dream phase when we go into when we begin phase 2. When we did it last time, we had actually exited the dream phase from phase 1 before we started phase 2, which meant that we were getting corruption more than we should have because we had nobody left in the dream phase at the end of phase 1 to handle some of the abilities, which gave us more corruption than we should have. So ideally, we'd like to still have some people in the dream phase. We go into phase 2. Now, phase 2, the boss's abilities change slightly. So in phase 2, the boss is going to put a stacking debuff on the tank. Now, we can't just leave it on one of the tanks because what happens is when that same debuff is dispelled, which gives corruption to the healer that dispels it, it leaves a debuff on the tank that makes them take 150% more damage. So you can't dispel the tank too soon because we want that debuff to drop before we do the tank swap. And I think the suggestion is that you dispel at 3 stacks, but we want to make sure that you don't dispel the tanks too soon, so that the tank that gets dispelled, he gets the debuff, and then and that's allowed to drop off before the next tank has to take back over from the tank. But the same thing, going into phase 2, we're going to have new people going through the dream phase, the other half of the raid at 60% boss health. The people that are in the dream phase should be the ones doing dispelling. Don't dispel too soon. Now, the other thing that happens in phase 2 is that the boss is going to do a big meteor. The meteor needs to be split. However, the meteor is going to give corruption. So ideally, the meteor should be split by people who are in the dream phase in phase 2, and the people that aren't in the dream phase should avoid the meteor. There are strategies of having like 2 groups, sets of, the raid split up into those dreaming and those not dreaming and sort of rotate between the meteors. Let's not worry about it just yet, but the point is everybody who's dreaming in phase 2 should be absorbing the meteor. Last thing in phase 2, the boss is going to summon a whole bunch of ads from the edge of the room. They do not need to be tanked. Everybody needs to switch and kill those ads, because if they get to the boss, they'll start channeling on the boss and doing AoE pulse to the raid. So as soon as those ads spawn, everybody needs to switch and kill the ads. Phase 3 starts at 30%. The boss is still going to put the stacking debuff on the tank. We're not going to have any dream phase anymore. So from phase 3, from 30% down, the corruption is going to grow. However, the new mechanics is the boss is going to spawn these tentacles, and the tentacles sort of channel on the raid and give everybody 2 corruption every couple seconds. However, phase 3 is just sort of a burn phase. We're going to ignore the tentacles, and we're going to just lust and burn the boss. As long as our corruption is low and we've got everybody still alive, I think we'll be fine. Any questions? Anything you want to add, Lodge?
No. We might move the boss onto tentacles just because we're going to have some passive cleave just to kind of help mitigate that a little bit. But that's the last phase and one of those.
Yeah, if you can stack the
things.
boss on a bunch of things and you can kill some tentacles via cleave, that's fine. But we're not going to focus the tentacles down. Large, also the thing in phase 1 when the big ad, sort of don't try to drag it next to the boss. Sort of just tank it away, because we want the people that don't have the aren't dreaming shouldn't be close to that ad.
Yep. Nope. I'm with you. And then we'll move the boss to the middle when phase 2 happens. So you and I both know that. So
Yep.
we're good to go when
Okay,
everybody's back.
I'm getting a food buff. I'm going to do a ready check, and if everybody's ready, we're going to do this. Okay, ready check. Oh, yeah, sorry. And that's one other thing I forgot to say. In phase 2, that when the ads die, they get us, and that's also actually for the tanks too. In phase 2, when the ads die, they form a big puddle on the ground. It gives corruption, so the people that are in the dream phase, if you just stand in the puddle, you'll soak it and it'll go away, and it will give you corruption. But if you're dreaming, that's fine. So dreamers in phase 2 should soak the puddles. And large for us in phase 2, I think it just suggests whoever the tank who forms the puddle should just sort of absorb that puddle, regardless of dreaming or not.
Okay.
I mean, I think we'll get.
I don't remember us creating pools, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't remember it, but I don't think we got to the part where the ads spawned in phase 2, so we might not have seen all of that happening.
No, we wiped once to those ads. It's okay.
Okay. Sports, you there? Sophia? Let's give him another minute. If he's not back, we're going to pull.
He said he was AFK for a bio, so.
Cool.
I'm back.
Okay, we're all back. Large, you take the boss too first. I suspect if you take the boss, I probably go into the dream phase at the beginning. But we'll see. And remember, so 95% we're going to get half the raid in the dream phase. I'm not going to call out half the raid. You have to go to look and see whether you got the dream debuff. Okay, so I've got the dream debuff. So half the raid. Healers are Terminus and Endlessly have the debuff.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
So fixation on Brisket and Day. I'm going to just leave it on you. So Lokir and Endlessly, you guys are going to be the ones dispelling.
Melee, you see that circle around me? Yeah, you shouldn't be standing in it.
I don't see a circle around you.
Yeah, I don't see one either.
Alright, well then, I just wanted to make sure you all should be in max range.
There's that. Okay, big ad spawning. Take it to the side. So remember, all range should be on this, and the melee that's sleeping should be on the ad. Melee that's not sleeping stay on the boss.
Beware.
Kleb, are you sleeping?
Nope.
Are you on the ad?
Nope.
Cool.
I'll slice into the heart of you. Beware.
Are you getting dispelled, Large? Just wanted to check.
Yeah.
I will sever you from the waking
Okay, more ads for people to intercept.
Beware. I'll slice into the heart of you.
Okay, ads down. Remember to intercept.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
New big ad. So make sure you're still sleeping, all range, and melee that are sleeping on the big ad.
Beware.
It's funny how DBM sort of calling for a swap.
You're about to lose your dreamers.
Yep, 14 seconds left, and we're going to come out.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
You should probably stay on the boss, given that you're going to be clearing hopefully soon.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Okay, big head's down. Boss is 71.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Let me know if you think I should taunt. I think it could stay on you until 65.
Okay.
Okay, 67.
Had a healer been mind
Add.
controlled.
Beware.
Four, three, two, one.
We've transitioned to phase 2.
Yep.
Beware.
What's the boss at? 60. Okay, 60. I've still got to add. Okay. Red's very low.
What's transition point? 70.
65.
Okay.
Phase 2 is 65. Second sleep is at 60.
This fate awaits you all. Eternal slumber. My victory is absolute. The power of night.
Found your puddle.
What did we do wrong there?
The boss AoE'd me.
We died?
Okay.
Isn't the shadow thing when whatever goes off on him?
Which, say that again?
I'll read it. Absorb discharge before it can, or I mean, defeat inconceivable horrors before they get close enough to cast on Xavius.
Those are the ads that spawn in phase 2.
But
That's the ones where.
And then if they die, they leave a void zone. If you're dreaming, you're the one that you're supposed to eat it. Because if you don't, they spawn.
Corruption.
No, they respawn.
Oh, yeah, they respawn. That's right. Sorry. That's right. Okay. What was that like? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, just we're going to do it a couple more times. I might land up sort of adjusting the raid a little bit, but this is tuned so that we are pushing the second phase transition around the time when people are coming out of the first set of dreams. At that time, our first set of dreams phases ended at about 70%, if I'm correct. Oops, anybody correct?
Yeah, it was about there.
Which means that we're going to be going 10% of the boss's health. And we also had a third set of that big ad spawning in the end of the phase 1, which I think we need more DPS in order to. So people need to DPS a little harder. I know we're getting familiar with the fight. Let me get a food buff, we'll do this again. Okay. Give us a countdown, Notch. Oh, cool. Keep going. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Make your way to the instance.
Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Clap back up.
Embrace the dreaming. It can
Okay. Half the raid is dreaming.
No, I will not permit it. I will sever you from the waking world. I'll slice into the heart of you.
Okay. First big ad, gonna spawn in 4.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Big ad is up.
Large, how is that sitting on 4? Can I wait to 4 feet?
Yes, as long as you're dispelling me with while dreaming.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
I think I dispelled that time too.
The only person who should be dispelling me is somebody who's dreaming.
Yeah, but
I'm
there's
dreaming.
multiple people that are dreaming.
I'll slice into the
Y'all just need to alternate. But I haven't gotten picked to dream yet, so.
Beware. I'll slice into the heart of you.
Is that graphic his meteor?
I will sever you from the
No,
waking
Meteor's only in phase 2. Still in phase 1.
I'll slice into the heart of you. Beware.
Okay, first big ad is down. Next big ad is out.
Chiron, you're too close. Monkey, you're too close.
Slice into the heart of you.
You don't want to be in front of this big ad.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Okay, 15 seconds on the debuff.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Okay, we're going to come out of the dream in 3. Finish off this ad. What's the boss at? 73.
72.5.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life. I will sever you from the waking world.
Okay, ad's down. Boss is at 70. Gonna get another ad spawning in 3.
Someone needs to eat the corruption and dispel me, please.
Slice into the heart of you.
Yeah, at this stage,
I got
people
it.
who will be... Yeah, it should not be the people that just came out. It should be the people that will be streaming soon.
Beware.
Because they're going to be clear.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Okay. Move away from me, please.
Ads coming. We need to kill these ads on the side.
3,
The inconceivable horrors.
We need to trade, Joel.
Suck the...
Eternal slumber. Eternal madness.
Nope, I got my control.
It's over.
Beware. Time to crush your dreams. Eternal slumber. This fate awaits you all. Beware. Your souls are mine, woven for all time into the fabric of the nightmare.
I would say more on ad, maybe.
Yeah, but if we have more on the ad dies faster than less damage on the boss. It's a sort of trade-off. Oculus, you nearby?
Yeah, I just walked in.
So Oculus, you probably do it anyway, but you might want to help coordinate the heals.
Okay.
No, because remember the I know we tried it last time. The whole point is that I'm trying to tank it away. Sorry, I wanted to tank it away because the big ad, does an AOE pulse nearby. I think it's within like 6 yards, which gives corruption to the people nearby, and that's why we only want the melee that are dreaming to be on the big ad while we have people dreaming, and then the other melee should stay on the boss so that they don't get corruption. Okay, Kaho will make his way here, but he'll need a couple more minutes. Otherwise, we got enough people here. Okay, so just I know Oculus. I know you read about the fight. So just so the way we're doing it is phase 1. Large is starting on tanking the boss. He's going to just stay on the boss. Healers that are dreaming should be the ones dispelling on Large at 3 or 4 stacks. I'm tanking the big ad away from the raid. Range casters away from, and melee casters, melee that are dreaming are on the big ad. Melee that are not dreaming are staying on the boss. No, we don't. We've got 6 healers.
Does anyone have a tomb? I failed to change my talents before I came.
Yeah, I do.
I think I got one. I got one. Thanks.
No problem.
Large, am I miscounting? No. And then for phase 2, if we get there, we're gonna have everybody needs to kill the ads, and we're gonna the people that are dreaming are gonna stack up for the meteors, and the people that are not should try avoid it. Okay, let's do a ready check.
I'm here, it just won't let me hit ready.
That's Holy.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Cool. Okay, and Kaha is not here. Okay, we're good to go. Large, it's on you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends. Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Embrace the dreaming, champions.
Okay, dream phase started. Half the raid is dreaming.
No, I will not permit it. I'll slice into the heart of you. Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life. I will sever you from the waking world.
1.
Big ad spawning.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Beware.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Beware.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Beware.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Okay, boss is at 80. Big ad's getting close to die.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
New ad. Okay, 44 seconds on dreams.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Beware.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Beware. 15 seconds.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Okay, we're out of the dream phase.
Cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Okay, boss is at 71.
Let me know when you need that dispel for the person not
Sever
dreaming.
you from the waking world.
Beware.
Okay, ad's done. What's the boss at? New ad out.
Time to cut the
We
last
probably need
tether
to swap.
your mortal life.
We're not into phase 2 yet, but yeah, you're probably right. We probably need to. Now we're in phase 2.
Okay. Let me take the bot.
Don't need to get away from it. That needs to be in the middle of the room, Joel.
4, 3, 2, 1.
2.
I'll level you one by
Beware.
That's the meteor.
Eternal slumber. Eternal
Those are the ads coming from the side that need to be killed and soaked.
We need to trade again. Well, not yet. Sorry. Somebody
four
disposed you too
stacks.
soon. It has to go higher than that. Somebody has to take it higher than that.
4, 3,
Because I still have the debuff.
1.
Okay, 60. We should get this. That's the second dream, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'm down.
I was the only one that got in it.
You were not the only one
No.
in that meteor.
Oh, okay. So when we go into phase 2, so phase 1 we want to be spread out because there's AOE damage. Phase 2 we basically want to stack up. And then when we get a meteor, the people that aren't dreaming should move out of the circle. But it just makes it easier if we all stack up and then just have the people that aren't dreaming move out.
Four, 3, beware. 1.
I'll level you one by one. My victory draws near. Eternal slumber, eternal madness. Another dreamer for my nightmare. My victory draws
4,
near.
3, 2.
Yeah, go bio quick.
Your souls are
It should be half the healers with 6 healers. 3 dreaming, 3 not each time. Which ads were up? Was the ads that fixate or the other ads?
No, the phase 2 ads.
Okay. Yeah, so okay, we got Coho here too. Cool. Yep, so actually question. In phase 1, is it that important for the people that aren't dreaming? Not because you're going to clear anyway. So as long as your stacks don't get too high, does it matter if you get your corruption high in phase 1, given that you're going to go dream in at 60?
The higher your corruption gets, the more of those little things that
Bad
spawn
stuff,
that people
yeah.
have to that people have to
Also-
soak. And then if you get that's at 33, the little ad spawns that someone has
Yeah.
to soak. And then at 66, the little things on the ground start appearing. So
The puddles, yeah.
for casters, that really sucks because they have to move a lot more.
On top of that, your corruption doesn't clear when you go to dream. So
It only clears the amount that you get in the dream phase. Oh, and then you
Yeah.
come back with the
well,
same.
so basically, if you start dreaming at 96%, you get 4 corruption, and then you're no longer dreaming.
Okay.
Yep. And
No, I was just thinking that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
the other thing to keep in mind is if you're dreaming, all mana and cooldowns and everything that you use are reset when you're pulled out of the dream. So, like, I was pulled out of the dream, I was at 0 mana, had used all my cooldowns, and then I came back with full mana and all my cooldowns.
Yep.
So, I mean, aside from Bloodlust, use everything if you're in the dream state.
Also, it
Also-
pulls you back to your original location when you come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that affect potions and such like that?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm not
I don't believe it affects consumable. It does
Yeah,
not
I don't
affect
think it does.
consumables.
I think it's just,
Right.
yeah.
So you
I'm
get
also
full
saying we're
mana
not
when you
stacking
come out. When you go into the dream, does it give you full mana too?
No.
No. But the point is, if you're in the dream phase, you should blow all, except for last and parts, you should blow all your cooldowns and heal all your mana out, because when you come out, you'll be topped up again. and they'll have reset. That's the point.
Yep.
We might need to share the dispels a little more because I actually got to full corruption dispelling.
Yeah, and that you shouldn't do that. It should be all the people that are in the dream phase should be sharing the dispels. It shouldn't just be one person.
Somebody want to
Fortunately, it's
call
right
out
in
the
the
3
end.
healers that get in it, and then just call for the dispels so we don't overlap.
Oculus, you want to call them?
Sure.
Okay, get a food buff on. Okay, Lodge, on you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends. Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Oh, take it back, sorry. Dreams are out.
Arculus is one of the healers. Holy.
I'm not dreaming. I'll take her largest first dispel.
Yeah, it's endlessly holy and Oculus.
Who was the first one? Terminus?
Yeah, Bella, you get the next one on large.
I'm not dreaming.
She's not dreaming.
It's endlessly and
Only-
Oculusly.
I got it.
So I'll take the next one.
Holy takes the next one.
How many stacks are we doing it at?
4.
4.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay, Big Ed about to spawn.
Run back up.
Arculus will get the next one.
Okay, so range should try stand away from this guy, and melee who dreaming should be on the ad. But range shouldn't try to be too close, and people should be spread out.
By the way, I dispelled, so it's the next person in line.
Yes. I got the next one.
Beware. I will sever you.
Terminus, you're on the next one. At 4 stacks.
He better not be. He's not dreaming.
I thought it was Terminus, Holy, and me.
No,
I'm not
endlessly or Rafera is endlessly.
Okay. Endlessly gets the next one then.
4, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, Big Ed's about to die. Okay, we've got a minute left on.
From the waking world.
New Big Ed is out.
I will sever you.
Holy, you get the next one.
Beware. I'll slice into the heart of you.
Dispelled.
Beware.
Okay, 10 seconds left for the dream.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Okay, coming out of the dream.
I'll slice into the heart of you. Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life. Beware. I will sever you from the waking world.
Another ad spawning. You take the ad, I'll take the boss. Phase 2.
Beware.
You gonna take the ad?
4,
The boss?
3,
Sorry.
2, 1.
Time to crush your dreams.
Everyone in the circle. In the circle. Spread. Actually, do we need a spread for this phase?
Boss needs to be in the middle of the room.
Embrace the dreaming chance. It can save you.
Is the second
Who's
set
in
of
the
dreamers.
dream? Which healers are in the dream?
I am Bella.
Warcrown. You want to
It's
get me
the
back up?
it's the other half, so it would be Terminus, Bella, and Warcrown.
The Terminus is dead.
Everyone in the circle. So we only have 2 in the dream?
Yep.
Do you have to do a tank swap on the Dispel here? Or is that
Yes.
phase 3?
Phase 2. And phase 3.
Do you have to dispel?
There's that puddle behind the boss that nobody soaked.
Someone in the dream, soak it.
I'm clear.
Everyone in the circle.
No, only dreamers should be in the circle.
You're right.
It's over. We're dead.
Eternal slumber. Eternal slumber. Eternal slumber.
3, 2,
madness.
1.
Another level. My victory draws near.
Beware.
Your souls are mine, woven for all time.
Thank you, Bella.
And back.
Welcome
Sorry
back.
about that.
Okay. I think we need to. And people know how this goes. I'm gonna trim the raid just a little bit. I think we're gonna need it for probably our first kill. As we get better geared, everybody will get to kill the fight. I am gonna make some cuts. We've got lots of holy priests. Oculus, I might do that, but not. Let's just do it. Any other holy priests mind sitting?
Yeah, endlessly doesn't mind.
Okay, I'm going to take you up on that offer. Even though you're on top of our hills, of our priest healers. But
You want me to switch, Joel, or you want me to sit? I'll do whatever.
actually, let's have you switch. Let's have Terminus go Shadow, and I'm going to... Sorry, and I know some classes are getting buffed tomorrow, which might change things up. But I'm just going. I've been watching the meters, and I'm just going to take drop the two low on the meters over the last bunch of fights, which unfortunately is Valis and Keldris. So, Valis and Keldris, I'm going to ask you to sit, and we're going to have Terminus go Shadow, and we'll see if that sort of buffs our damage.
So you want me to stick around then?
Yes, please. That was endlessly yes, please.
Yep.
Cool. So Valis is gone. Thank you, Valis, and thank you, Caldris. So we've dropped a healer, and we've upped our DPS a little bit. Let's see if that makes a difference. Just 1 second. Let me just link something. Sorry, it's just I've got this details, and it's like
I still find it funny that I'm doing decent DPS but not enough damage.
Well, it's damage that counts.
Yeah, I know. That's nothing I can fix.
Sorry, that's a large. That's just overall over all the fights. At least on mine, or at least the last fight. Okay, so we've got 5 heals. Our DPS has gone up a little bit on average. Let's see how this affects things.
Just a second.
Sure.
Does the tank's ring under them affect the other people even if we can't see it?
Yes, that's why when I see it, I'm telling people to back up.
All right, I'm trying to be as close as I can for Crash Lightning.
Okay, Lodge, let me know when we're good.
For phase 2, I'll call out which healer needs to dispel, but Large and Joel, you guys call out when to dispel so that you can do the tank swap and the dispel all at once.
Let me just check. What's the debuff that we're getting in phase 2?
Blackened Soul, I think.
And that's what we get that when we get dispelled, correct?
Correct. And I think that you want to kind of aim for the dispel at the same time that the ad dies. There will be an ad, and I think when that dies, you get dispelled and you do a tank swap, I think.
Are there any ads in phase 2 that need to be tanked?
There had better not be an ad in phase 2 that needs to be tanked.
We had the ad from phase 1 remaining, but hopefully it's not going to be around anymore. That's what the inconceivable horrors are the ads, but they don't need to be tanked. I don't think there's... Once the ad from phase 1 dies, it's just the boss.
I was thinking the ad at the end of phase 1. But there's no need for a tank swap because we'll dispel at the end, right before the dream state ends, so...
You had asked me a question, and now I can't remember what it was.
Can you call out for dispels so that you can you line up the tank swap and the dispel at the same time?
We're not supposed to be doing tank swap until we're dispelled.
Right, but I don't want you just willy-nilly getting dispelled and then doing a tank swap. I want you to be...
Okay.
I'll call out who to dispel, and then you just say dispel, and then once you get it, then tank swap, so that we're just kind of all on the same page.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends. Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Embrace the dreaming, champion.
Okay, dream started.
I think it's me and Warcrown.
And Holy.
And Holy? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sever you from the waking world.
So Warcrown get the first one.
Sports back up.
So dispel.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Holy, you said you're in the dream?
Yes, I'm next.
Yeah, you get the next one.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Add spot. Don't be in front of it. All range and the melee that are dreaming should be on the ad.
Beware.
I'll have the next dispel.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Beware.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Warcrown, you get the next dispel.
Okay.
Beware.
Okay, ad about to die. It's a lot faster.
I'm up next, correct?
Holy is next.
Gonna get a big ad spawning in a cup. There it is. Back on the big ad if you can. 40 seconds on Dream. What's the boss's health at?
71.
72, okay.
Warcrown, dispel him right before you get out of the dream.
Will do.
Okay, 10 seconds on Dream. Okay. My corruption is full. We're out of the dream phase. Finish off the ad. And the boss is almost ready to go into phase 2.
When the ad dies, taunt and pull him in the middle.
Okay. I'm clear. Punch
pull
the
him
boss
in the
limit.
Dispel me.
Okay, phase 2.
Four, three, two, 1.
Feel the devastation of the night.
Stack.
People in the dream stack. Everyone else out. All right, I'm in the dream.
Joel, get out.
Which other healers are in the dream?
Bella?
Bella and
Dispel
endlessly.
Joel.
Ads are out. Everybody switch to the ads.
Endlessly dispel.
Sorry, I just.
No, that's okay, Bella. You got it. Endlessly, you get the next one.
Okay, I've got
When they call
23
for it.
seconds. Should I just take
All right.
it when I clear?
So
There's a bunch of half-soaked puddles in the
Ads. People
Move in.
dreaming should soak. There's 2 ads needs to be killed.
yes, you need to take it when you're clear.
Yep. 5 seconds.
Please stop just randomly dispelling.
Take the boss.
Wait for the callouts in this phase.
More ads spawning. Remember,
Bella, you
ads
get
are the
next
priority.
dispel. When called for.
Stack in
People
the
in the
meteor.
dream stack.
There's. I'll get it.
Joel, get out. Dispel
me.
Joel.
Endlessly dispel. I'm already out of the dream.
More ads coming. Stack for the meteor.
Dream stack.
But people should be killing the ads. Remember,
Kleb, finish it
You'll
if
be-
you're gonna.
Bella, you get the next dispel when called for.
okay, I'll be clear in 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Take the boss. Meteor.
Dispel me.
Dreamers Dreamer stack.
More ads coming.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
I think all of our dreaming healers are out.
Okay.
If you're low on corruption,
Yep.
Joel, get out.
Dispel on me.
Bella dispel.
I can do the next one. Holy Undead can do the next one.
Okay, Holy, you get the next one.
What are people's corruptions at?
I'm at 65%.
Okay.
Mine and Bella are high.
Ads.
We're still doing
War
it.
Crown, you'll get the one after
Okay.
Holy.
We're about to go into phase 3. Let's finish off the ads. There's still ads at the back. Finish all these ads.
It's down.
Okay, finish ads.
Soak the
them
puddles.
in. Okay, I'm going to be taking it in. We don't have the
I'm clear.
stack. Okay.
Bloodlust?
Bloodlust. Large, it's just a regular tag swap. We don't have the debuff from phase 2.
4,
War Crown, you get the next dispel.
When you get to 4, and we'll just swap at 4.
I'm still at 0 corruption for some reason.
Go ahead and take it.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Holy, you get the next one.
We're still doing it at 4, correct?
Do
Yes.
it when you call out for it.
Tentacle in the background.
Because you got to swap, I think, still.
Don't worry about the tentacles. Focus the boss. If there's tentacles
Dispel.
nearby and you want to clear, that's fine. But just focus the boss.
Dispel Joel if you haven't.
I will sever you from the waking world.
War Crown, you get the next dispel.
Okay.
I could taunt in 10.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Please don't
Attack
just
of the
dispel
boss.
unless we call for
Attack
it.
of the boss.
Bella, get the next dispel.
Kill
Make
the
sure they
boss.
call for it first.
1%.
Yeah.
My work.
Good job,
Nice.
guys.
Jump.
Very nice.
Is there a cinematic?
Yeah. Let's watch the cinematic.
Creative.
Oh, it skipped.
Yeah, no, it's just we come out, we've cleared the nightmare.
8 minutes.
Res,
I did.
it's I
As
think
a
it's
note-
still was set for personal loot. Cool.
As a note to all Shadow Priests, do not use Surrender to Madness in the dream. When it kicks you out of the dream, you can't come back because it blocks all battle reses.
Come loot the boss down here.
Wow.
Oh yes, the horn. Cool. Oh, where's
The allies of Xavius will never relent. But this road it leads
The purified thing's down here by Cenarius.
to honor your courage. I offer passage into the pure heart of the dream.
where do we?
Ooh, a dream whelpling. I'm gonna catch that.
Know that it endures.
Damn right.
Thanks to what you achieved this day.
I got the wrong pets up. Awesome.
Okay, purified. Cool.
Where
Okay,
is,
so
purified thing?
just loot it. It's next to Cenarius on the ground. So whisper me if you got something that you're not interested in. I've already seen. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's start. So, if you want something this evening, please do not roll. But let's start. Large has leather legs. If you're interested in those leather legs, haste mastery 850 indestructible. Throw down a roll. I guess there aren't many leather wearers in the raid. It would be Brisket or Sophia. Looks like Brisket might be interested. You have to be on the quest, Kaho. Anybody besides Brisket? Monkey?
No, I don't want those legs.
Gratz Brisket. Cool. And Kleb has. Let me just check for myself.
Did you relink it?
I'll link it. A fire artifact. Anybody interested in a fire artifact? I could use it, but Kaho Day, fire mages. I know.
I'll take it.
Is that an upgrade for you?
Yeah, it's from an 840 to an 850. But if it's a bigger upgrade for Coho, then Coho can take it.
Kaho, is that an upgrade for you?
Yeah, go ahead and take it.
Okay, Gratz Kaho. Kleb, give it to Kaho.
Alright.
Cool. Is there anything else that I missed that loot? I guess Stuff of Dreams and Into Nightmares.
Where are you?
Do we want to try Heroic First Boss?
Sure.
I'm totally
Is it-
down for that.
Yep.
Is Into Nightmares here, or that's a different boss entirely?
It's yeah.
I am
So there was,
dying to see it.
there was something back of the guy that you looted by the square. Xavier's corpse.
Yeah, I thought I looted that, but I don't think that was the Nightmares thing.
The other thing you looted next to Cenarius, where I'm jumping up and down now. You looted off this. Those were the two items. You know, it's funny how just that little tweaking, just 2 DPS and that switch of one healer to DPS made a big difference. Because we only had 2 ads in phase 1. It was much more cleaner from 1 to 2.
Lars just sniped my Drake.
Where'd you get that whelpling?
I caught it. 'Cause I was going to say, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I
There's one left. There's a couple of flying around still.
Oh, you can just loot it?
You pet battle.
Ah, okay. Anyway, good job. How do we zone out?
That is a
Go
very
to
good question.
where Large is. There's a portal right next to him.
Okay. We're not going to spend. We're not going to spend the whole night working on heroic, but let's give it a shot. We'll see how it is. We'll see how big a jump it is from normal to heroic.
So is it possible one of the items isn't there for me because I picked up the quest after we did the rest of the raid?
Oh yes, there was a drop off the eye boss.
Yeah, the iris.
Yeah, so you probably didn't have the quest when we got that kill. So that's why you're not.
Will these quests reward anything in one loop besides just gold?
I don't know. The question is it worthwhile turning in before? I don't think we should worry about that.
Wasn't the first boss the dragon thing with the bugs?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, everybody outside the instance, I'm going to switch it to heroic. Zoning back in.
I trust where you guys are running is the way out.
Okay, zone back in. Oh, so I didn't check. Did anybody get anything really cool off Xavier's?
I got the Fell artifact. It's not a very good one, but it's a higher item level, so I'm using it.
Damn, Reno, that is nice.
Yeah, it's good for the ret.
Rats.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Caldrus again. Though just, usual warning, if things require it, we might sort of change makeup. Terminus, remain DPS for now. We'll see how it is. We'll probably go squish, but let's just try it as it is. So, who got something? Ren. Nice ring.
I got neck, which is
Chiron has to log.
has a socket, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, that's cool.
So there's a portal?
So on the other side of the lake and down the hill.
Yep. Oh, they're watching the debate. Anybody else watching the debate in the background?
Nope.
Kinda.
Nope. Doesn't matter who wins. We all lose.
I'm going to enjoy watching it as my comedy
That's
later
true.
on.
Maybe we could not have a president for 4 years.
Okay, just waiting for Shayna, Brash, and Caldrus. Caldrus might need to make her way. Brash is in. Shayna, I think she might have said she needed a quick AFK. Okay, so you ran out. Okay, then just run out and zone back in. Caldrus will make her way, yeah. We can start clearing trash without her. Remember, these guys have a knockback, so pull them back all the way. Large, you go ahead and pull, unless you want to hunt and misdirect.
No.
You could do it just.
No.
Everybody hang back. Large will pull them one at a time back to us. These things probably hurt a little bit more than on normal.
And avoid the bugs.
Yeah, and don't stand in behind the thing. Stand to the edge of the room so we don't get knocked to the boss or to the ads.
And interrupt anything you can. Yeah, we missed a bug. Sorry, guys. Bug next to melee.
Oh, these bugs just pulse like on the boss.
And then they explode, knocking people back.
Ah. Yeah, I was wondering. I guess I didn't realize that because I was like, on this side of the the ad and it was still knocked in either direction. Now it makes sense. Bug. So for some reason, for that fight, my graphics card really does like it. I had to like turn it all the way down. So it's still
Mine's
getting...
really crapping out right now too. I don't know why, Joel.
It's probably the mist graphic.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
you
that
think
porn
that.
you guys are watching.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, that's why you have the second screen up, isn't it?
Damn straight.
I got 3 screens. What are you talking about?
You're watching porn on 2 of them.
Hell yeah.
Both
It's the best kind of multitasking.
I have 6 screens and they're all watching porn.
I just had a third hand.
Is it dispelling people that causes the knockback?
Bug.
It must just be dispelling at the wrong time.
Nope, it's that disease. Sorry. If you get that disease, get away from everybody else. So that you can be dispelled and not blow people away.
That sounded so pretty.
Okay, one more ad on the... Oh, 2. There's one at the back, one on the left. It doesn't look... It looks like you can go as close to the boss as you want. He's not active until all the ads die. Not that we want to tank them over there. Hey, Devad. Actually, when we get to the boss, I think I'll have Terminus. I think we'll run 6 heals. I think learning's probably not going to be a bad thing. Just show of hands. Well, you can speak up. Who wasn't with us when we did this boss on Tuesday? That Brash wasn't. Devad, I'm sure, wasn't. Keldris, were you here?
I've done him on normal already, though.
I was here, but not for the kill.
Okay. Who was that? That was Holy? You did it?
Yeah, I did it with someone else.
Okay, cool.
But it was just pugged, and I just healed. I didn't really pay attention to anything else.
Okay.
Everybody back up.
Okay, when this guy dies, the boss will probably become active, so we don't want to.
Don't just dispel willy-nilly, please. Let people get out of the group.
David, look for the green circle on the map. It's south of where Darkheart Thicket is. Southwest.
Where's Regoth?
He had something else this evening. He'll be with us tomorrow.
All right. He's the real test.
Oh, I didn't look. Who was on top for the kill?
2 mages.
Murray.
Day and Coho.
Yep. Actually, Aisha.
I have Day.
Yeah, Day, Klebs, Coho. Pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Actually, might as well link it.
Actually, we need to point out that Day only topped because of Ren. So.
Because he got Might?
Yep.
That's the meters I have. So, Day, Kleb. So who? The question is, does Ren deserve to get Might himself?
Because we were careful and he was doing the right thing, he got to keep his Might.
I'm just teasing. So who had it was Kleb and Day and Ren?
It was Brisket, Day, and Ren.
Cool.
So Cleb got up there legitly, and that makes me feel dirty saying.
Thank you.
But it was really close between Cleb and Kaha.
Yeah, go blue class.
I am blue.
Okay, cool. Devad's making his way. Terminus has gone back to heal, so we're running 6 healers. We've got Oculus. Cool. Okay, so let's go through the mechanics. Lodge, was there any extra in Heroic? I don't remember.
There's a failure debuff. Every time you take damage from disease stuff in this fight, you get a stacking debuff that doesn't expire until the fight's over.
Okay. And
That's the new mechanic.
And that would normally have cleared every time we go into phase 2?
No, it doesn't exist in normal.
Oh, okay. So let's go through the thing. So it's basically still just dodge crap. Okay, so let's go through the mechanics of this fight. So we're going to tank the boss in the middle of the room. Now, it's all about controlling the bad stuff. It's going to leave lots of puddles on the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the raid stack up, well, not stack up, be to the side of him. So melee to the at melee range, and range behind them. We want all the entire raid to be in a line to the side of the boss. You don't want to get behind the boss because he's got a tail swipe, which will stun you. You don't want to be in front of him because he's got a frontal attack. Well, you don't want to be in front of him because we don't want any of the raid position in front of him. Now, he's going to periodically put a debuff, I think, on probably 2 or 3 people called Rot. When you get the debuff Rot, you're going to do AoE pulsing damage to anybody around you. And then after a period of time, I think it's like 6 seconds, 8 seconds, you're going to drop a puddle of bad stuff on the ground. So what you want to do is you want to run to the edge of the room in line with the boss, to the side. You don't want to go towards the front of the boss. And I'll explain why. So if you get Rot, you need to move out of the raid and you need to move to the side of the room, a side of the room in line with the side of the boss. Now, we're going to get Rot two times. The third time we get Rot, the boss is going to do a breath attack. And the boss does a breath attack. He's going to pick somebody in the raid. And that's why we want the raid to be lined up to the side. Because if somebody gets ahead of him, he might pick that person and we're not going to control where he breathes. Now, as soon as he picks that person, the entire raid is going to rotate clockwise, so towards where the tanks are. And when the boss breathes, we don't want anybody hit by the breath, and he's going to drop piles of goo in the direction that he breathes. Now, the thing that people have to be careful about is that there's going to be a Rot that goes out just around the same time that he does his breath the first time, which will be, I think, the third set of Rots. So those people have to just be very careful and try to dodge the bad stuff. But you don't want to be ahead of the boss's head, or otherwise he might pick one of those people and breathe ahead. And the reason is we're going to slowly rotate the boss around the room, and we want to leave a quadrant of the room free when we go into phase 2. So the boss is going to do 2 sets of breaths. He's going to do one at 100% energy, one at 50. When he gets to 0 energy, he's going to go into phase 2, which will be about 90 seconds into the fight. In phase 2, the main stuff that happens is the boss sort of lies down, and all the ooze that is around the room will slowly get sucked towards him. And so the puddles of the ground, if they move over you, you will take damage. And that's why we're going to try and find a quadrant of the room and keep it free so that we can stay in that quadrant and you won't have to worry too much about the oozes getting sucked into him. Now, however, the other main mechanic in phase 2 is these bugs are going to spawn, like the bugs that we saw on the trash. Now, one at a time, a bug will sort of burst and it will explode and it will leave a dot on the person, a debuff on the person that's nearby. So priority number 1 in phase 2 is to avoid the bugs. Some of the bugs might be in melee, so we're going to spread out and use the free quadrant of the room. Range doesn't want to be stacked in front of the boss, on top of the boss for there. So watch for the bugs. And as we saw, when we go back into phase 1, the people who had stacks of the debuff from phase 2 are going to take a lot of damage. So when we go into phase 2, like phase 1, we want to be on the side of the boss but loosely spread out. And it's basically rinse and repeat from there. Large Arclus, either of you want to add something? Something
Nope.
I forgot?
That covers just about everything. Just that I remember.
Yep.
You want to mark Oculus just for rough positioning in?
Remember, it's a loose
Sure.
stack.
Yep.
Oh, come on now.
You want a different rage marker?
It better be the nipple. Nah, he's the nipple.
He's a star.
Do the square.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, so there's no reason everybody should be around the side of the room where the square is, and you're going to go in towards the boss. We're going to pull the boss to the middle of the room. Endlessly.
Crane, you got a flask of Biofia?
What kind?
Edgy.
I do not. However, all I need is some Fjern Skoggle, if you can get me that.
I don't have that.
I got some you can have.
Okay. Kaho, Holy. Holy,
Yeah, I'm
you
ready,
still
sorry.
can't hit Yeti? Okay. Okay, everybody's good. I've got, but I'm not going to floss just yet. Let's see how this goes.
You seek the dream. It seeks you.
Okay, Bloodlust.
Holy Marae Terminus.
So that's Rot.
A little looser on the stack, guys. Brisket Monkey Stink.
Beware.
Breath, everyone rotate.
And when you rotate, be on the side of the boss.
Kleb, Rayla, Ren and
Choke
Twist.
it out.
Brisket, Holy War Crown.
Okay, breath soon.
Beware.
Sorry, should have taken it. Rotate. When this finishes, we're going to go into phase 2. Okay, come to where the tanks are. Come to the tanks so that there's no ooze behind you, and now dodge the bugs. Make sure you're
Lost
not close
the-
to any bugs.
Bugs and
Quite a
melee.
few people.
Lost the
All you
bugs.
guys just stood next to those bugs.
I accidentally locked myself as it grew.
Anyway, not a bad first attempt, phase 1. Let's keep going. Okay, so range, stack up again on the side of the boss. Loose, this here loose spread.
Kleb, Monkey, Shayna. So it looks like the stacking dot resets between
phase two.
phases.
Okay, that's good to know.
Stink, Terminus, Twiz.
Breath in 5.
Beware.
Breath.
Of this life.
Kleb, Marae, Ren, Shayna.
You took it back?
No,
Monkey, Rayla, Twiz.
I didn't.
Arculos Terminus.
Okay, I think we've lost too many people. We're not going to do it. Let's wipe it down. Stand in the bad stuff. Let's reset. That's not. I mean, obviously, health-wise, and we lost a few, but I think that was a much better attempt than our first attempt on normal. I don't know what anybody thinks.
I agree completely.
So on this phase, we have to get away from every single one of those little tiny bugs.
The big bugs.
Yeah,
the ones that grow.
The ones
Yeah,
that
The big
grow.
bugs.
Yeah, so let me just remind you. In phase 2, the the puddles on the ground, those are going to get sucked to the boss, so you don't want to let them go through you. However, in theory, if we've done the positioning right, the area of the room where the tanks will be should be reasonably clear. So you won't have to worry about that stuff going in towards the boss. However, there's going to be these bugs, and they basically just pop up out of the ground, and they get big, and then they explode. And you want to move, because when they explode, they do an AoE damage to everybody nearby, and they leave a debuff on you. So you just have to watch, and they sort of pop one at a time. It's not all of them popping at the same time. They basically grow, and then so one will pop, and then 2 seconds later another one will pop. So you need to constantly be looking out for where the bugs are, especially the ones that are near melee. So you sort of need to be moving around, avoiding the bugs.
Also, for phase 1, you can spread around the back of the boss. He doesn't do a tail swipe, so melee might get a little tight in there. You can spread around the back side of the boss. And range too, because we want to have a decently loose spread.
I'm almost positive he's got a tail swipe.
I
Yep.
believe you're 100% correct.
Yeah, that's I.
What is it called?
Let me look.
It's
it
not
up.
listed in the dungeon journal.
Yeah,
it
it's
just
the
it's
dragon.
it's the knockback dragon tail swipe.
Every
Okay.
video I watched, it was popping up on that.
Don't know.
Where are you?
Okay, let's do it again.
I see.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You seek the dream? It seeks you.
Bloodlust.
Arculos Murray Twit.
Awaken life is a disease!
Holy Monkey Safia.
Beware.
Breath.
Breath.
Embrace your fate!
Okay. Make sure you're on the side.
Rash
of the
Shana Shuru.
Take the Vostral.
Caldrus, you can't be on that side. You have to be to the side of the boss.
Bella Ren Stink.
Joel, be careful on the breath. She seems to be having some weird thread issues there.
Yep. Okay, rotate. Okay, come to where the tanks are, but look for the bugs. Everybody needs to be looking for the bugs.
Bug melee.
And the hitbox is actually bigger than it shows, so you can...
It's massive, yeah.
Okay. Position yourself to the side of the boss again, to the right side.
Arculos Brisket Holy.
Can I run through boss?
Bella, Monkey, Shrew, Stink, Warcrown.
Beware.
Brash College's Club, Moray. Watch out for Brett.
Lost a bunch of people there.
Arculos, Brisket, Rilera, Rin.
Keep going. How many? We still have three healers.
Bella, Monkey,
Two.
Save, Shiro, Twiz. There's a lot.
Yeah. Breath.
Justin Loner, Priest.
Yeah. Okay, it's over. I just want everybody to just look around the room. So, look at where the green stuff is. I mean, I know there's a lot of damage and positioning, but it's the
It's
thing
also a
about
good
repeating
opportunity
this
to
fight-
look at the bugs and see what they look
Yeah.
like, so you know what to avoid.
So you can see the bugs are sort of spawning one at a time. They're growing and then they sort of pop, and that you see what the how wide the pop is. That sort of pulse. That's the how far you have to be away. Anyway, a little bit better. I think last time we were just under 70. Now we're at around 60. Stop healing.
I'm checking for a tail swipe. I don't think that there is one.
Okay.
I think that was from beta and they removed it.
Maybe.
Does it cleave in the front?
No, but the reason why you don't want to be in front of the boss is I mean, truth of the matter is the important time is when he's going to do his breath. Is you can't be ahead of the boss, ahead of the side of the boss, or otherwise he potentially will pick somebody that might be in front of the boss, and then we'll get the entire room filled with the ooze. So it's all about trying to control where the bad stuff is, so that when we rotate around, the raid is not taking damage and there's safe spots to stand. And people need to react and move out of the rot debuff as soon as they get it, and avoid getting any damage from the breath.
And make sure you spread out, because like me and Stink, we were too close and our rot like blew up on each other as soon as we turned around to run away.
There's a repair next to the snack.
And if someone dies, their rot explodes. So
Yeah, our last couple of clumps of deaths were because we were getting low health and a couple people's rot exploded and then more, right? So all we have to do is keep everybody at 100% health.
Yep, get on it.
Where's the repair button? I don't see it.
You think that's going to work, Oculus?
Yeah.
And then what happens when he does his breath? You just sort of
You
avoid
basically
that
just
area?
you just part the waters.
But then when he does the second breath, you just sort of avoid that area.
Yeah, you part the waters again.
Okay, we're going to try it a little differently.
Just as long as you're not in front of the boss. No one should ever be where the tanks are, because that's our safe zone.
Okay, and also, okay. So we're going to do it slightly. Go ahead.
Well, hold on. Joel and I have to have someplace to run to drop our debuff.
Yeah, and we can't drop it in front of the boss, or otherwise there won't be a safe area in front of the boss.
Does it drop a infected ground?
It drops 3 of them.
No, but it does 3 of them, but it's even worse than that, because it does damage based on proximity. So if anybody in the raid's close to us, it will take back half their health, even like quarter of the room away.
So we can give you half. We can give you half the room, but it's got to be an angle from
Yeah, it
You know,
could be
from
like
like here all the
100.
way through to the other side, so that Joel and I have somewhere to run, and we keep that safe spot.
Okay, yeah, just put 2 raid markers down, kind of like divide out a safe zone slice, and try to drop your super rots or super infected grounds just outside of that slice on either side. I was thinking more towards the edge of the room.
No, I was just going to.
Why did you?
Oh, you're okay. I got you. My bad.
I was just positioning the boss in the middle.
Yep.
And then just try. Everybody needs to say spread out in a semicircle. Yep.
We can give them a bit more than that.
We might need a little bit more than that.
Here, let me. I think we got to. I can do it real quick. Give me a second here.
Okay, Lokia needs to log. Thanks, Lokia, for coming.
Good luck, everybody.
Cool.
And you might be able to drop your infected ground over in this corner too, because we don't need much of a slice for safe zone, as long as there is something.
Yeah, that's fine. And,
But we'll see how
Large,
it goes.
And Large, why don't one of us will drop by the nipple, one will drop by the triangle.
That sounds good to me. Actually, no, we can all go. We can pick one spot to go to.
Okay, so then let's just do nipple.
Yeah, let's just do the nipple, and then that'll help make sure there's at least a little bit.
So most of the raid needs to stack kind of, or not stack, but be on the side of the room farther away from the nipple, just for everyone's knowledge.
Okay, so we're doing it slightly differently. So if you get the rot debuff, you want to run just to the side of the room, just right back from where you are. The entire raid is going to sort of spread out in a semicircle, and you basically don't want to be in front of the boss. So the boss is going to be tanked at the diamond, and you don't want to try to not to be too close to the nipple or too close to the triangle, but you can spread out so there's a lot of room. And that way, when he picks somebody to breathe on, it should hopefully just pick 1 or 2 people, and it's only those 2 people have to move, or 3 people out of the breath. The rest of the raid could basically stand alone and not have much to worry about. And then those people will just need to reposition. And then when we go into phase 2, after the second breath, just come to where the tanks are, and hopefully this sort of, piece of the room, pie of the room, will be clear of bad stuff, and we could sort of wait out phase 2, dodging the bugs. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
So the raid, actually, you don't need to start off on this side of the room. There's no reason not to sort of spread out. You could come in front of the boss and spread out a little bit on that side too. We lost a healer. Hopefully this way we don't have to take as much heal damage, so I'm not going to adjust the heals. 5 should be enough for 21, but let's see. We could have more people pre-spreading to the left-hand side of the room. Though you could just move naturally on the pool. Okay, Large, give us a countdown.
5, 4,
Don't be in front of the boss.
2, 1.
You seek the dream. It's
Bloodlust.
Vela Brash Cauldrus Rail.
Still have to move out for the right. There's more space on the left-hand side of the boss as I'm facing the boss. If people want to spread out, there's a lot more space to the left.
Murray Twiz Work Round.
Remember, people should be spread out in a semicircle. There should only be one person in a line to the back of the room.
Brisket Klebs Shiro.
As long as you're not standing in the stuff, you can spread back into that area.
Devaj, safe, Shayna.
Second breath, soon. Get ready to dodge. There it is. And now you can come in front of the boss. Come to where the tags are. Okay. So as soon as he goes down, we're gonna have to worry about the bugs. Just look where the ooze is. If there's ooze behind you, that's gonna come by. Now dodge the bugs. We've got bugs in the middle. We had oozes right behind us. Where did that come from?
Breath, spread it out to there.
Then we need.
No, it's a wide enough cone that it'll do that.
Oh, okay. Then maybe we need to adjust the markers. Okay, people spread back around in a semicircle. I think we need to adjust so we keep the front a little bit clearer.
Hello, brisket
We
stink.
can do that next time.
I think we just need to give people the back half of the room and just keep it at that.
I think that's enough
Yeah, 'cause
space
we
to
were almost
spread
too
out.
spread out, it seemed like.
Yep. Good point.
But healing was easy, like really easy.
Kleb, Ren, Shayna, Warcrown.
Because it wasn't everybody taking damage. Oh, you can't be near with the tanks, Shayna. You see, yep.
Brash, Monkey, Murray, Rayla.
Let's wipe it down. I think let's just adjust. We've lost a whole bunch of people. I think we could tweak this. Stop healing. Stand in the bad stuff.
Also, after the breath is finished, you can and should spread back into where you were.
Yep. As long as the ground doesn't have bad stuff, it's safe. You can spread out. I mean, even in the area that he breathed, there are places where it's safe, and it's useful being spread out the whole room because that's going to minimize the number of people when he chooses somebody that he's going to hit, or that will have to move.
Yeah, we don't need to be crazy spread out. You basically just need to be at least 4 yards away from anyone else. So it's not like a crazy spread. Or 8 yards, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the raid markers have been adjusted. So basically, just look. There's a line across the room. We're going to tag the boss in the middle of the room where we've been tagging him. That entire back 180 degrees of the room, behind that line of raid markers, that's where people should be. So feel free to be anywhere. And just one warning for anybody who's like right near the skull, the tanks are going to be moving to where like Brisket is now. So if you're too close, you might take a little damage. But that occurs. So basically, spread out in a semicircle. When he breathes, when he does rot, run to the edge. Yep.
Do you know how to set a range marker in DBM? Custom one?
Sure, but don't get attached to it. We only got it for 2 months.
Okay, never
They're
mind.
doing away with that. Anyway. Okay, so move out of the breath, and as soon as the breath is over, so you can spread out again, sort of maximizing the 180 degrees you have. And there's no reason we can't have more people pre-spread it out to the left-hand side of the room. We still have like 75% of the raid on the right-hand side of the room. Just come in front, sort of loop around the tanks, and then you can go all the way to the skull side.
I thought you just said the tanks are dropping their thing at skull.
Not on the
No.
skull. We're going to be like...
There was a warning that we were going to be exploding over about here.
So it's like if you're right up against the skull, then you might be a little close. But that's just when the tanks are running out. Other than that, you can sort of use the whole side of the... Okay. I think we're positioned and good. We're still last of the pull. Large, it's on you. And as soon as we pull the boss in, make spread to the back of the room too.
2, 1.
You seek the dream.
Bloodlust.
Holy Ranchu.
Tom, you're on the wrong side of the line.
Brash Deved, safe. Arculus, Brisket, Caldrus, Rail.
Breath, dodge. Everybody needs to dodge. Stop casting. Okay, spread out again.
Holy Shayna War Crown. Grin, Kleb, Ren. Breath.
Second breath. Dodge it. And after it's done, move in front of the boss. Where the tanks are. You can look. Okay. Boss is going into his phase 2. Get ready to dodge the bug. And you can see this. Look at to the side of the room. You can see where it's clear. We're not going to have to deal with the oozes. Dodge the bugs.
Bug and melee.
Okay. Spread back around the room. Don't be in front of the bot. Good job. That's much better.
Brass, save your War Crown. Bella, Kleb, Monkey, Murray. Arculos, Cauldrus, Deved, Twiz.
Breath.
Breath. Rilla, Rin, safe, Shiro.
Okay, breath in
Brash,
5.
Brisket, Kleb, Murray.
Careful, breath. Move away from me.
Yeah, that was... He got picked.
Okay. Rez, I'm up. Okay,
Everyone's a
phase
safe
2.
zone.
Yep.
Watch for bugs.
Bug in front
Watch out,
of the
War
boss.
Crown. Kryn, watch out. Out of the safe zone.
Spread back out around the room.
Kleb, Rayla, Shiro, Stink.
We have a res if you want to use it.
Let's get a res for...
We're okay on heals. Get a DPS.
Do you want me to make the call?
Let's get Day up.
Breath soon. Watch for breath.
Lost another heal.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we just lost one.
Did we use a res?
Kleb,
Okay,
Monkey,
res.
Rayla, Shiro. Breath. Safe zone.
Watch for bugs. Bug in melee. 2, 3. Okay, we're done. Much better. Really good attempt. Started losing people, but yeah. I think maybe adjust that skull just a little bit. Okay, stop healing.
I think we should try and spread the healers a little bit. Basically have 3 on one side and... How many do we have? 5? Half on one side, half on the other.
We got 5 and 5. We got 5, so maybe 1 at the back, 2 on either side.
Yes.
Okay. I've got a automatic auto hammer that I was going to drop. Everybody, come please repair.
No more Jeeves?
I'm not an engineer.
Fail.
There's a raid mark on top of it. Skull. Sort of neat because it allows anybody to drop one. It's a new repair bot with single use. Did everybody repair? I guess you could just zone out and mount up. Lodge, just because we could actually run on top. Where are you running so we can sort of just stack up? Should we just
I can't always get there. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get into this corner as much as I can, trying to get on top of bad stuff as much as I can, just to kind of keep the circle as small as possible.
That's fine.
But I am running into that corner.
Okay. Okay.
So your preference is about who goes where healing?
Yeah, let's set this up. Let's get Relera on the back of the boss. I'll be on the back left if you're facing the front of the boss. Warcrown on the back right. Then Bella over by the skull on this left side. And then Holy Undead on the right side over by Moon. And if healers drop, I'll try and pay attention and rotate people as necessary.
Okay. Everybody's in position. It's on you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You seek the dream.
Bloodlust.
It seeks you too.
Twiz Murray, Warcrown. Brisket Club, Shayna. Brushier, Cauldress, Holy. Breath.
Embrace your fate. Consume from within.
Bella, Kryn, Murray. Brisket, Rin, Warcrown. Breath.
Find a safe zone after. Okay, watch for bugs.
Bug near melee. Careful.
And if you see a bug next to you, move. Stop what you're doing and move.
Careful, War Crown. Watch here, watch Murray.
Shit.
Rest for War Crown, please. Spread
Everyone
back out
back.
around the room. Rot.
Kryn, Holy, Murray, safe. Devad, Ray, Twiz, War Crown.
Choke it out,
Take
choke
it
it out.
back. Did I take it off you?
Sure did.
It's okay.
I am no res.
Arculos,
I'm
Bella,
dead.
Kleb, Ren.
Just keep. Yeah, it's
Ran bubble taunt.
Brisket, Clint, there's a lot of you guys. Just pay attention to whatever. If you have rot, get out. When's res?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
1 minute. 1:05.
Somebody taunt, do something.
Breath?
Nah, it's over.
Yeah,
just wipe
that's
it
too
down.
much of the room.
Yeah. Did I? I didn't taunt. Did I just pull off?
Oh, you definitely did.
Did? Okay. But if I did, then I.
Because I taunted and then I didn't have it anymore.
Okay. I didn't think I did, but then I must have. So that was my bad then.
Just stand in stuff and die.
Yep. Die quick. Everybody.
I was practicing looking for bugs.
Y'all did really good on bugs that time.
Yep. Okay. Everybody get their food bath. Get into position. Let's do this quick. Is the frequency faster? Or just it lasts longer, Lodge?
What?
3 rots. You mean the number of people?
Yeah, so every time we have a phase 2, the number of rots increases by 1.
Okay.
Well, I guess it should say the people affected by rot.
Yeah,
increases
the
by
number
1.
of debuffs that go out. Yeah. Okay. Spread out. Make sure you're behind the line. Okay. Give us a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The dream has changed.
Bloodlust.
I will protect it still.
Holy Relay, Stink. Brashkren, Deved.
Life is a disease.
Collider safe. Shiro, watch out for breath.
Nope, picked the wrong direction to run.
Monkey, Shayna, Twiz. Kryn, relay. Ren. Breath. Move to safe zone.
Dodge the bags. Bag of melee. Another bag of melee.
Spread back. Brash, Kryn, Holy. Arculus, Bella, Brisket, Rail. Devad, Kleb, Shana, Twiz, watch out for breath. A lot of people, watch your debuffs. I'm not going to call them out here. Rot. Breath, directly behind.
Safe zone.
Find the safe zone, dodge the bug. Bags in melee, bags mid. Okay. Spread back out.
Rot soon. Devad, Rail, Shay, Warcrown. Arculus, Brisket, Stink, Twiz. Cauldrus, Kleb, Ren, Shiru. Watch out for breath. Watch out if you're in the safe zone. Get out of the safe zone. Several people rot. Breath.
Find the safe zone. Dodge bags.
Bugs in melee. Bug in range, watch out, Kryn. Another bug in range, watch out, Cauldrus.
Spread back out. Watch the bad stuff.
Rot. Rot. Breath in 5. Be ready for the rot and the breath. Rot and breath. Rot.
Keep Joel up.
Do we have any bell reses that went out that could be
Right.
molested?
Yeah, let's.
Breath.
Boom.
Just keep going.
Careful if you're in the safe zone. Get out of it. Or actually, get into the safe zone. Sorry.
Okay, come. And push hard. What? Dodge
Watch
the
for bugs.
Dodge the bug.
Watch out, Bella.
Spread back out.
She's gonna Zerg. Joel, run to the other side of the room. I'm on this side. Go to the other.
Everyone attack the boss.
Can I get a lust?
Last. Somebody last.
Spread the fuck out.
Push. Spread out and DPS. Just push.
The dream has always shown me truth, and it showed me your death. You awaken. The dream has always shown me truth, and it showed me your rest easy.
Oh my goodness.
Will remake your will.
That was 3%, 2%.
1%.
1%.
Okay. Let's do it again.
Are druids giving healers innervate sometime or other during the fight?
It's only brisket. And I'm
Maybe
sure
that's
it
the
is.
only one.
We just need to plan out our symbol of hope, so we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Literally, we have 3, 4, 3.
3, I think.
Just whenever we're shifting to the phase 2, that's when we're having the most healing, right? Does everyone agree with that?
Can I get somebody to just pop out to help me summon?
I got it.
Run.
Yep. You were inviting what I was whispering. This will make the difference. You click our summon. Okay, Karen, you're back in Vent. Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, so heroic first boss. We just had a 1% wipe. You're gonna come and make the difference. The important thing we're doing is slightly different from what we did before. Is you'll see when you come in, we have raid markers across the room. So basically, the back 180 degrees of the boss of the room spread out in a semicircle around the back of the boss. And then, if you have rot, run to the edge of the room. If he picks you for the breath or that direction, just move out of the way. And then the front of the area where the tags are is going to be the safe area when he goes into phase 2. Just come into the front and make sure to dodge the bugs. And that's pretty much it.
Ready.
Everybody, make sure you get a food bath if you haven't been. If you've got a pot, this would be a good time to use it. Okay, everybody's in position. Yeah, it just makes a custom channel that you can see chat. Okay, just a quick ready check. Okay, it's on you, Lodge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The dream has changed, yet I will protect it.
Bloodlust.
Arculos Belashiro. Brisket Devad Rela.
Life is a disease!
Breath.
Need of this life.
Spread back. Kilong Shayna Warcrown. Arcula Shiro Stink.
Sorry, I'm reacting a little
breath
slow. He repositions at phase
Safe
2,
zone.
doesn't he?
Get the safe zone.
No, she just falls over.
Dodge the bugs.
Watch for bugs. Bug in ranged.
As room opens up, take advantage of it.
Okay, spread back out.
Rot soon.
Leave it on you.
Rot. Rot. Get ready for breath in 5. Breath and rot coming here. Be careful. Rot. Breath.
Oh, my bad. Too early. I'm sorry, Shiryu. That was my bad.
Rot. Rot soon. Rot. Breath in 3.
Using Symbol of Hope.
Breath.
Okay, it's gonna go into phase 2.
Safe zone. Watch for bugs. Bug in melee. Bug in ranged. Watch out, Twiz.
Bug in melee. Okay. Spread back out.
Rot soon. Rot. Rot in 5. Rot. This next one's going to be with a breath. 5 seconds. Rot. And breath. Rot soon. Spread back out. Rot. Use defenses if you have them.
Symbol of hope.
Rot soon. Breath soon. Be ready for breath. Breath. Everyone else move to safe zone.
Work around when
Watch
this
for
phase
bugs.
is over.
I can pop.
Okay.
Dodge the users. Bags.
Bug in range. Spread back out as the room clears.
Pop.
Rot soon. Be ready. Rot. Rot soon. It's going to be a lot of you. Be ready. Rot. This next one's going to be with a breath. 5 seconds. Rot. And breath. Rot soon.
Get out, Joel.
Rot. Rot soon. Breath soon. Be ready for breath. 1 second. Breath.
Find the safe zone.
Safe zone.
Dodge the bags.
Anyone we should bless for?
Yourself, you've got it.
I'm still sated.
No.
Back in melee.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down too.
Spread out.
Do we have a
Boss
res?
is going to win raised.
10
We
seconds.
do not.
You got
Somebody
it.
res arc.
Where's the damage dealer? Oh, you're dead.
Okay. We're going to do it again. I'm going to just... It's so close, I know, but I'm going to just drop 1 or 2 DPS. Let me just have a look. Okay. I'm just going to make a call. apologies. The usual story. Devad, I don't know if it's your connection, but you've been dead a lot of the attempts, and your damage has been at the bottom. It's just that extra 1% might make the difference, so I'm going to ask you to please sit, if you don't mind. Cool. Thank you. Okay, this will probably be the last attempt of the night, so everybody focus. Let's make this one count.
I get a refresh on might real fast.
Yep, refresh on might, Ren, please. If you got potions or
Top
flasks.
me off, bartender.
Am I still doing the right too?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say you are. I'm fine with it.
Okay, let's do it again.
Joel, I hope you don't mind. I've been using our battle reses kind of as
I know. I saw. I trust your judgments. That's fine. Either I've been watching it since I haven't said anything because I know you've been doing it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do it again. Give us a countdown.
5.
So last attempt of the night.
3, 2, 1.
You seek the dream.
Bloodlust.
Rot. Rot soon. Rot.
You awaken life is a disease.
Rot.
Beware.
Breath.
Embrace your fate.
Rot soon.
Consume from within.
Rot soon. And then breath in 5. Be ready for breath. Breath. Everyone else move to safe zone.
There's a safe zone off on the side over here where Stink and I are.
It's wherever there's no stuff.
Just better for spread for the bug.
Yeah, that's fine. Just out of the crap and away from the bugs.
Can you pop after this, or you?
No, I didn't even see a bug.
Spread back out.
Move back. Rot soon in 5.
Do you want him or you want Chiron?
Get him.
Rot. Rot in 5. Rot. This next rot's going to be with a breath. In 5 seconds. Breath. Rot. Rot soon. Rot. Breath in 5. Breath and rot. Rot and breath. Be careful.
Find safe area. Dodge the bags. Bag in melee.
Sorry, ran from one bag to another.
Spread back.
Spread back out.
Rot in 5. Rot.
Up and down.
Rot soon. Rot. This one's going to be with a breath. Be ready. Rot. And breath. Rot soon. Rot. Rot soon. Rot. Breath soon. Breath. Get to safe zone. Watch for bugs. Bug in melee. Bug in ranged. Spread to the room as it clears.
Bug in melee.
Spread. Rot in 5. Rot. Rot soon. Rot. This next one's with a breath. 5 seconds. Breath. Rot after this. Be ready. Spread. Rot. Rot in 5. Rot. Breath in 5. Breath. Be careful moving to the safe zone if she puts out another rot. To safe zone.
Here's DPS. Everything you got.
Can I get an innervate? Continue to watch for bugs.
Control shield wall.
has always shown me truth, and it showed me your death.
Spread out and push him. Spread
Right.
and push.
The dream has always shown me truth, and it showed me your death.
Spread and kill him.
The dream has always shown me truth.
Good job.
Good job.
Res.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah. Pretty close.
Just can also release and run back.
Yeah, you can just release. So I know people aren't going to need the stuff that they're getting, like the 885 rig that Shayna just got. Heroic Titan Forged.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
definitely could use that, Shayna. Unfortunately, you probably can't trade it. Cool. Well, good luck to everybody. Oh, got some braces.
Nice.
That's sweet.
Nice ring off
heroic.
bonus roll.
Got a ring.
Nice. Wait, you got double? Ah.
I bonus rolled the ring. I'd saved my rolls.
I mean, I bonus rolled too.
Cool. I doubt anybody, but if there's anything anybody got that they don't need, let me know.
I'll
Anyway,
give someone gold that I got from that for an item.
You can whisper Krem
It
for free plus
is
for life.
apparently an amazing night to be a warrior. Look at that shit. You both got double shit.
who? Brash, what do you get? Chess piece, heroic warforged, pretty hard. Congrats.
Jeez.
Anyway, good job, guys. That I don't know how people felt, but even after that first attempt, unlike like the very first time we did it, it felt like it was going to happen. It just needed, and we were so close. But a little bit more DPS, it will make it easier. Yeah, I'll do a quick calls of valor if you need, Lodge. Good job, guys. We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if maybe start on heroic, maybe start on normal. I'll figure it out. And Caldra says she beat me on DPS, which is good, very good. And good job. Hats off. I'll give a little nod to Arculus. Did a really good job calling things out, and it was his suggestion in terms of positioning that I think definitely made the difference.
Thanks. Good job, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, you did a great job, Colin.
Yeah, everyone did a good job dodging stuff.
How often can you say that we cleared out all of normal and a boss on heroic on the first week?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, top 10.
What? Oh,
It's the
right.
potion, Coho.
Well, you see they're nerfing the potions tomorrow by 33%.
So yeah, all of those changes are on MMO?
Mm-hmm.
Except, from what I saw, the last pass of changes wasn't up yet.
Where did you see that last pass?
It was a blue post. Oh, it's there. It's under the recent blue post. It's not on the front page yet, though.